Hello YouTube, it's your boy the Crazy Trader, and I'm here again with your favorite stock review. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about Lucid Group. I've done videos and videos and videos about Lucid, and I called it out at 23 or 24. I always say this. So you guys that got into Lucid with me, you guys are still up. You're not down. You're doing really good out there. I had 100 shares. I sold 70 of it, some at 52 and some at 45, just to take some profit. Because I was up 100%. And I always tell you guys that if you're up 100%, there's nothing like greed. Sell half of it, take your investment out of it, and let the rest ride. Let the house money ride. I sold 70 of it. I took my money out of it, took some profit, and let the house money ride. Lucid is a long-term investment for me, so I'm still going to buy 70 more shares because I want 100 shares of Lucid. But I'm still going to study the market and see how it's going to react before I get into it. I'm still up 20%. And this is all house money. I'm still up 20%. So if you got in with me at the average of, let's say, 23, 24, because I bought this before I did a video on it. So around 23, 50, 24. That's when I did the video on Lucid, okay? Now, why am I talking about Lucid today? And I want you to keep this date in mind, okay? Keep this date in mind. February 21st, 2022. That's Lucid's earnings date. You have to keep that in mind, especially with what is going on in the market. Today, Amazon nailed it. Spotify nailed it. And I think GoPro also did really well. They also nailed it. Ford didn't do too well, so their stock tanked. That's what happens. Yesterday, Facebook, disaster. So if you don't beat your earnings, and even when you beat your earnings, you need a good guidance. If you beat your earnings and you get a good guidance, your stock is going to pop. If you beat your earnings and you don't get good guidance, your stock will come down. And so we are hoping that Lucid can beat their earnings, okay? And I personally, I'm positive about them. I'm hoping that they do really well, especially when it comes to their deliveries that they did in the last quarter. And I saw a lot of deliveries going out, so I'm hoping that they really do well, and I'm banking on them to beat their earnings. So I think I'm going to, buy a call, just one single call as a gamble. Don't follow me. If you think they're going to miss their earnings, buy a put, okay? So that you can make money both ways. You can make money when the stock drops. You can make money when the stock goes up. So you can make money both ways. So don't envy me. I'm going to buy a call on their earnings day, hoping that they can beat their earnings, because I really believe in the company. I think they're going to do really good. Why am I saying that? I think they are very progressive. You can see this on January 29th, which is about a week and a half ago. They opened a new studio in Newport, California. They are opening a lot of studios in in California. So far, I think they have about 10 but they have studios all over the country, and they have some in Canada. You can go to their website, and then they're going to show you all their locations. You can see United States West. They have some in the Northeast. You can see California, Newport Beach, California, San Diego, Seattle, Washington, all over the place. Arizona, just mention it. They have it in the Northeast. They have some in New York. They have some in Chicago. Whatever you mentioned is in there. In the South, they have Florida, Miami. They have their Rivera Beach and the West Palm Beach and Houston, Texas. All over. Just go to their page, and then you're going to find all their studios and their service centers. I think they have a showroom also in Saudi Arabia, which they are also using as a showroom. And hopefully when they expand, they are going to expand in that sector. And they are hoping to open their manufacturing side, to accommodate more manufacturing power, so they can produce more cars. So I think they are very progressive, and they are doing really well. And I'm hoping that it shows up in their earnings coming forward in the 21st. We are going to their institutional holders. If you can see, the insider holders 3.71%, which is pretty decent, and the institutions are holding 71% of their shares, which is really good. And this is the reason being, PIF fund, which is the Saudi Arabia fund, has 1 billion shares of it. And there was a fear that they were going to sell it because people thought they were going to sell and take some profit. They never sold any of their shares, and they are still in there. The value is about $25 billion, $25.7 billion. They are still in there. I think they are in for the long term. The PIF fund is a fund with billions and billions of dollars. They are not swing traders, so they are in for a very long time. And I think Lucid is a long-term play. I personally am going to be in it for a long-term play. And you can see all the big guys in Lucid. Vanguard Group is in there. Franklin Resources is in there. Blackstone, BlackRock, they are all in there. You can see all this thing if you go to the institutions. Top mutual funds, you can see Vanguard, Franklin. Vanguard is almost about 8 of the top 10, you have Vanguard in there. So I believe you are going to really do really well in the coming years. I'm not scared. I'm going to play it anyways. I mean, when it goes up 100% and I think it's going to come down, I'm going to sell some of my shares and then wait for it to drop, and I'm going to buy back into it. Be smart. Even when you're a swing trader, be smart. Okay. And so we are going to keep the date February 21st, 2022 to play our earnings. And like I said, if you think it's going to go up, buy a put. Buy a call. If you think it's going to go down, buy a put. I personally, I'm going to buy a put for that day, for that coming day. Hopefully, I don't know if it's after the market, the earnings is after market or before market, but I'll find out and I'll let you know before that date. But this is just to let you know and keep this in your calendar before the day comes over. Okay, anyway, not to bother you too much. Like I always say, scared money don't make no money, and you always gotta risk it to get the biscuit. I'm out of your hair. Stay blessed and stay safe. Peace.